Hey there, Erin here. Welcome back. It's day 3 of Interactive Elements, and today we are going to use the large bow die elements to create something super fun. Don't worry, we're not going to wear it. I do have a fun home decor project for you, perfect for the holidays, and I think you're going to love it. So let's get into it. On my desk in front of me, I have both the large and the small bow thin cuts. Here's the textured leaves stamp and thin cuts. And then from the annual catalog, I have the leaves thin cut sets. I'm going to pull off a few leaves, and I'm showing you that they have both the small and the large. There's quite a few dies in this set. Very cool. I'm going to be stamping this leaf here, so I already have that mounted on my block. We'll set that aside. And we're also going to need some paprika paper. I love this color. It's perfect for fall. And I'm going to cut out the large thin cut bow. So we'll put both of these pieces. I'll just run that through my die cutting machine. I also have some almond cardstock for this leaf. And then we're going to bring in some of that gold foil. So pretty. I want to bring in one more different shape leaf. So we're going to bring this little guy in and also do that one in gold foil. I'm going to go ahead and run all those through off camera. And here are all my pieces that we will be using. Look at that gold foil. It's so pretty. I just love this paper. So we're going to dress up the edge of our cardstock with the coordinating paprika ink. I want to cover up that white core. So I just took my ink blending tool and went around the edges. And now I'm going to lay down my all-purpose mat just to protect my work surface. If you don't have one of these, you should. It's very, very useful. I'm going to use this Floral Lace Embossing folder, and before I do that, I'm just giving these a super light mist. If you ever have trouble with your cardstock cracking when you run it through your embossing folder, mist it first and it will really help eliminate that. Check out that embossed pattern. So pretty. So now we just need to train our paper bows. I'm running it over my finger. You can use a bone folder, but a finger works perfectly. And we're just shaping that paper so it bends over nicely. I'm going to use a little liquid glue and just adhere all these tabs stacked on top of each other. So just touching up the little bits or the areas of contact, layering those together, and then we will put this on the bottom layer. I'm lining up the bow just like so, and then we're going to wrap this center piece around, fold it over, and it'll hold everything together. Now this is where a pair of craft tweezers is very, very handy. It's going to hold that together until it's dry. So now we can bring in all of our leaves. I do still need to stamp this image here. So I have, again, that paprika ink, and I'm going to bring in a scrap of the vanilla cardstock. I have my foam pad under there just to get a really nice crisp image, and I'm inking that stamp up really well. Push down, give it a second to soak in, and voila, we have our textured leaves. These leaves are gorgeous. They have a very realistic feel to them, and they're just very pretty. So I used the coordinating die cut and cut that out. And now I'm showing you I'm going to use a little of the espresso just to do a little ink blending around the edge of these leaves. We want them to look like fall leaves. And what do fall leaves do? They're changing colors. So that's kind of what we're doing by bringing in this edge or color on the edge of our leaf. The little inking tool works really well for this. I'm just lightly applying the color and giving these a distressed vibe. Once you have your leaves distressed and colored how you would like, go ahead and set that ink pad aside. And now we're going to bring in black and gold shimmer brush. So give them a really good shake. And I'm just going to use another pen to tap this. And I'm not getting large enough drops. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some out onto my all-purpose mat. And now you're going to get larger drops. I know it's difficult to appreciate on camera, but you'll see it when I hold it up for you. So we're just picking that up, not wasting that little area we squeezed out. And now I'm going to do the same to these leaves with the black. Just tap, 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 splattering the black on the leaves. Look how pretty that is. Can you see the gold shine when I hold it up to the light there? So pretty. And then this one we just did the gold. You can really see it well there. So I brought in another piece of Paprika Cardstock. This is 12 inches by 2 inches. We're going to need all of our leaves. And now I have this candle. This is a battery powered candle. I love these. They're very realistic. You can order them on Amazon or get them at Hobby Lobby. Or you can even use a real candle for this. But these are really cool. They're the Luminara and I love them. So I'll show you what they look like in action at the end. I've applied adhesive and wrapped this paprika strip around the base of the candle. And now we're just going to layer up our elements here. So our bow is good and dry. And I used tape runner and glue dots to adhere this together. But after sitting up on my mantle for a while, some of the elements fell off. So I would recommend using glue. I think that it would hold up better. So yeah, if you're going to put it together, just use some glue to make sure everything stays where you want it to stay. So now for the fun embellishing, I've gone ahead and cut the little stem off of this maple leaf here because it's just in the way. I've applied adhesive to the bottom portion, so it's just adhered to that paprika strip, and we're tucking it behind the bow. And I'm just going to tuck these leaves in here, kind of fanning out from that bow. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You know, just some basic elements of design. You want to make sure that it has a balanced feel and just is visually appealing. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you hear me talk about odd numbers, you know, the rule of 3, 5, and 7. And so I have 5 leaves, you know, total to tuck into this. And I'm going to put one gold foil on the right and repeat that over on the left just to balance that out. So again, I'm mainly just adhering them to the paprika layer or to the leaves. You know, nothing is adhered to the candle. I mean, you could, but I just was adhering everything to the paper. So for this one, I put the adhesive on the front, and that way it's going to adhere to the leaf in front of it. So here they are, all lit up, looking festive and fancy on my mantle. These were really fun and simple to do. I hope you are inspired to give this a try for yourself. If you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. Stay tuned for tomorrow because we're going to be taking a look at shaker card elements and different ways to use those. Hang tight to the end for the bloopers. We're going to use the large bow. Well, that didn't go well. You stay there, little bow. Stay put, please. Okay, let's try that again. Create the large bow elements to... Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, dog.